This video is sponsored by Value Testers, best tool company on the web specializing in high-end HVAC, heating, electrical testing equipment. They have whatever you might need. Sign up for special discounts and pricing. Link in description below.
The reason why I got it because it's got a 4-blade in the back there. You can see that's a 4-blade, but it's been hit. Doesn't look like it's got a cutting edge on the bottom, and they must have whacked it with something because it popped off over here. So I got to take this bottom cylinder out and find out what I got to do. Pull this chain out of here and probably soak it for a while. But it's got a nice shoot on it. It's not all rotted out. That all looks fine. Bearing might have got whacked. Then I'm probably going to use rubber on it anyway, but that's our problem right there. You can feel it. See it right there? I'm kind of glad about that. I can fix that. See it? Fetching up right there. So I'm gonna have to do something about that. It's right in the back, it looks like. At least I know the gearbox is good. I'm gonna need to get another chain for it. This board, I'm gonna have to cut this out, put some new metal in here, and then get a cutting edge for it. I did take the other auger off. I got this thing to spin. But the problem was, this right here came up to here, and it came unwelded, so it was all full of dirt. And this outer sleeve goes all the way around. This is just like an inner sleeve that's just put on here. It goes from here, and it went all the way around till like 9 o'clock. So I just cut it down a little bit, so I was able to take the dirt out. Now it spins. Alright. What I gotta do on this cutting edge down the bottom down here, there's like a piece of angle iron that's on there that goes there and it goes across and it's notched out. And then this piece right here was just welded from here down to that angle iron. And you can see the holes. The big piece is notched in the back. I gotta take this piece off that goes right across. And what I'll probably do is I'll put some new metal all the way down, because this is heavy duty angle iron in the bottom here. I'll put some new metal. This side's a little bad, that side's bad, but I'll cut that right out and put a new piece of metal in, and then I'll put a new piece of metal down to that angle iron that's underneath there. But I had to get it up off the ground so I could work on it. I can't work on it on a pallet. So I got it on old crusty here, and I raised it up. It's up like 7 inches. That's enough. So I'm going to work on that bottom piece. I'll get a cutting edge for it, redo that metal. This right here, from here to the top and from the bottom, this got whacked a little bit. So I might have to pull that back in with a come along or a chain fall or something. It's off a little bit here on the bottom. So that's probably why that auger fell off. Might have got hit right here hard. This is just backwards so I can get the chain off. So what I could do is I could pull that back in before I put the augers back on. It's going to be alright though. I got another one right over there where I could take measurements off if I have to. But it seems like they whacked it. They whacked them. That end got whacked out a little bit. So I can pull it back in. You can see the way this cutting edge is on this one. Don't look like that one's got any bolts in it. Oh yeah, it's got bolts in it. It's got double holes, it looks like. I could probably even make one. Oh, that's pretty thick. This one's got a lot of dirt in it. I like to take this cutting edge off, and I'm going to fix this one too after I'm done. Fix them both. But you can see the way this one's wide open in the back here, right? I'll show you the way this one's different. This one's different, the way the legs are and everything. I mean, it's all, look at this. Somebody got really whacked it. And I came in, I blew all this shit out with my hose in the air tool. See all the shit on the bottom there? I blew it all out real good. But I could patch that. I mean, that's not a big. I cut this isn't that thick. I cut this section out and put a new section right in there. You can see where I was whacking it. But you can see this is all one solid piece all the way down. So there was dirt behind there. Came unwelded right here. And it got filled with that dirt, like this stuff. So it was off quite a bit. There we go, mama. Steve is working again, y'all. Quite the unit. These things really are quite the units. This thing's got whacked here too. I'll probably have to see if I could give that a good cattywampus. Hit that with a sledgehammer maybe and come back. You don't know what the hell they hit with this shit. They might hit a fire hydrant, a tree, who the hell knows. Give this thing a good how you doing with my sledgehammer. Good, how you doing with my sledgehammer? I'll straighten that right out. That bottom piece isn't that bad. We'll take care of that. I'll show you. I'll give you shots as I go after I cut that out and straighten it all out and put the new pieces. I want to get some measurements of where them holes are first. Alright guys, I'm here at the trackless blower and I got quite a bit done on this thing. Thing was hit, must have hit something. I don't know what they hit, but this was all dented in and it was rotted on the bottom. So I did cut this piece right out, right along here, welded a new piece in. This piece comes all the way over to here. This bottom piece was still good. So I did scab this in, but welded both sides, so you really, once it's painted, you won't be able to tell. It's the same thickness metal. Same thing over here. This side wasn't dented up high, so I didn't have to cut as much out. This bottom piece is still good. I'm going to show you. I got to put a piece in on an angle like this. You can see where the old piece was. And there's a cutting edge that gets bolted on there, and there's the cutting edge right there. But on this here, with the other one, what happened was it wasn't welded on the top here. And dirt got inside there, and it got all jammed up. It was just jammed up, and it was rotted on the bottom. So they did sell a two-piece liner for this thing. So I just bought the bottom piece, and I just kind of tacked it all in there. So that's all ready to go. But the stuff was pretty gnarly. This top piece I did straighten out was dented. Must have hit, I don't know what they hit with it, fire hydrant or something. I took this back panel out so I could get in here and weld it. But you could see how, you know, I butt welded it and I just ground it. It's all new metal in there now. The bottom I welded solid, I welded that up. So once it's all painted, you won't even see it. This was the bottom piece is kind of, I've been doing a lot of work to this thing, so this piece was here, and you can see how it was all dented. They hit something with it, and you can see the bottom was rotted there. But this metal wasn't rotted. It was just these pieces that were bad. And on the back here, I'll show you what I did here on this one. You can see this is the new blade. You can spin it around. And same thing with this. I cut that panel out, I butt welded it both sides and ground it down, so when you're done you won't be able to see. I got the trackless all back together. I've been doing a lot of work to that, but I want to do that on another video. So basically, I got a piece of 3" by 1/4. And I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this right in there and weld it. You can see right where the lip's gonna go. It's gonna be welded with carriage bolts. That cutting edge gets bolted right on there, and that's all gonna get welded so the cutting edge can be put on there. once that's on, I could start doing some painting on it, I guess. This thing's gonna be ready to go. Ain't rocket science, mama. Alright guys, I got that blade on there, and I drilled 1/2-inch holes, so it takes carriage bolts, but I didn't have carriage bolts, so I gotta get some. But I just put some grade 8 for now, just to hold it, to line it up. I welded the whole back, so I'll be able to take this off now. I got all the holes drilled. I'll be able to paint everything good. Might want to grind them wells a little bit, but it'll be fine. I mean, that's like 1 inch. If you look at the skids should be down. See the skids over there? They're down 1 inch. So this is up 1 inch from the skids. You can see this sucker is like, I mean, this is really thick stuff. Well, then I can put the blower, the augers back in. I mean, some of these augers, some of the swirls are bent. I gotta put them all back in. What I want to do is get this thing all painted. I want to fix that bottom. I got another video of it. Let me show you. This is what came off the underneath the other one. I mean, it was in tough shape, you know, like that. So this was thinner metal. I put 1/4 inch. This piece coming down, I put 1/4 inch, nice and thick. This other stuff was basically the thickness of this stuff. But I put the 1/4 inch. I bought some 1/4 by 3. That's what I made it out of. The other stuff was basically this thickness. It's basically the same stuff I got from the oil tanks. That's the same stuff that's in the back. That's what I put back there. We're coming along. I mean, I should show you what I did to the trackless. I mean, there's so much to this thing, it's ridiculous. I want to do a full video of what I did to this thing. Got all the panels back on. Basically, degreased the whole bottom of it, painted the whole bottom with anti-rust stuff, and then painted it all black and took all these panels off. I did so much to it. I'll have to do another video on just that. This thing's running fine now, and I'm working on a blower. I got the augers over here. I gotta put these augers back, but some of them took a hit. I don't know if they hit a fire hydrant or what they did, but a couple of them are, yeah, right there. That one there, see how bent that one is? I gotta try to straighten that sucker out. I don't know, that's pretty thick shit. But that auger there is gonna have to be, yeah, I can see where It broke right there. They must have hit a fire hydrant with it. These are sidewalk machines for the city. Well, this. I gotta fix all that. That really took a hit. We'll fix all that. Put all these augers. I got a new chain for it. My little machine I've been using, that thing works really good. From Harbor Freight. And I got a little plasma cutter down the bottom there. Yeah, but we're coming along. I'll pick up some carriage bolts. I gotta pick up some carriage bolts for these. See, all these all rotted. I'm gonna have to cut them off. And so I can adjust these legs. This all has to be sanded down and painted. It has to be sanded down and painted, but coming along. So I've been working on it at night. It's nice weather right now. Good time to be working on it. Some of the other metal that was in the inner sleeve that I cut out. See how it was all rotted? That's why I put that bottom inner sleeve in there. And this didn't even have a cutting edge when I got it, so they really whacked it. They hit I think they hit a fire hydrant with it or whatnot, because this was all pushed out. That auger wasn't even spinning. That's why they probably got rid of it. This wasn't spinning. There was all dirt behind this sleeve. You can see I put a new one in there. I'm probably gonna put some weld in here too while I'm here. But this is all tacked in, and I'm not gonna do any more with that, because if I ever have to take it out, I'll just grind the tacks to get it out. But I am gonna put some more in here, so this thing don't. I'm gonna weld in here, so this thing won't buckle, flip open up on me, because I don't want it hitting. There ain't much space there, I'll tell you. There ain't much space. 1/4 of an inch maybe. That other one over there is a 3-blader. Let me show you what that one looks like. This is a... You can see the augers in here in this one. This one's a 3-blade. I don't know what I'm flipping. I got some serious spiders in this thing. But see how this one's all rotted? I'm gonna take this one, cut all these panels out, and fix all this one too. And see the bottom, how the bottom's all. These new panels in there, but I cut all that shit out and replace all that. I mean, that's not a problem. I can rebuild it. I did it to the other one. We'll do one at a time. You can see the blade in this one. This other one needs work. She's falling apart. There's a big spider around here. Big, funky looking spider. Yeah, this one needs some attention too, but I could, do one at a time, clean them up, cut them panels out, fix them, put some new metal in there. I mean, kind of enjoy doing it, to be honest with you. But once this is all painted, you won't be able to tell them panels have been replaced. I took all these pieces out so I could get in there to weld. It's a real shit show, mama. Probably gonna take that blade off for now, and so I could paint the whole thing, and then we can put the blade. I gotta get the carriage bolts for it. Alright guys, I dropped the feet off it. I'm gonna have to get some more carriage bolts for it, but I got both feet off it. Those are heavy duty. I took the chute off it. Took the blade. I did weld this all up, and it's all welded all along the bottom. All along the bottom here. all stitched all along the bottom. You know, I got it welded all the way. So this blade can spin. Once it wears out, it can spin. I did take the top off. I want to paint in there. I want to paint that thing. I got this side off. The bottom's a little crusty, so what I want to do is I want to put it on some pallets and tip it so I can get the bottom. The whole back's got to be scraped and painted. So I'm probably going to do that. I'm probably going to put a couple of pallets down, drop it right on its face, you know, and clean the whole bottom of it, sand it all down and paint it all good. Because it's, you know, it needs painting. Especially the bottom's crusty. The bottom's crusty, so I want to scrape it. If there's any metal that needs replacing, now's the time to do it, you know. I should be able to manhandle it. I mean, thing's gonna be heavy, but this thing I want to paint it while it's down, put it on the pallets and give it a good paint and give it the old how you doing while it's all apart. So once you put the augers on, they're even heavier, you know. You can see this is really thick. It's probably 3/8 plate. If you're gonna do it, you might as well do it right while it's apart. Even if I don't get it, I'll get it done this year. There's no doubt about that. But I'm gonna do it right. I'll show you a quick. This thing's pretty much all done. I did fix all the brakes, all the emergency brakes, new brake lines. I got the whole back, all back on it for now. It runs fine, it starts up great. I got all the panels all painted inside and out, degreased the whole thing, painted the whole bottom. Got the AC working. I want to do a video just on this. But I got a new compressor, you know, redid all the doors. AC, put a new compressor in there, and a couple of crimp lines, got that all working. I got this. I did redo a couple of these pieces were broken right off. I put a couple of pieces of aluminum in there. You really can't tell. It's the sidewalk machines. They go down the sidewalks and wipe everything out. Same thing with this one. This one had a new piece of aluminum from here to here. I don't know if you could see it. They wanted $1,500 a section, $3 grand for the 2 windows. I mean, I ain't paying that. So I fixed what was here. Got this door to fit real tight. Look how tight it fits up there. We put a couple of scab pieces on the inside aluminum. You really can't even tell. I'm gonna go over this whole thing, what I did to it. Got the AC working. Had to put new knobs on there. Got new knobs for there. Got new knobs for the got front and back windshield wipers. That's an option. Got a new shifter knob. Got a new knob there. I got this thing all working. Thing starts up nice. And some more parts I need. Like I said, I'm going to do another video just on this. I just want to give you a quick little peek. Oh yeah, I got to put the blinker hazard lights on the side and new. I straightened everything out. Everything was all bent. I straightened out the roof. Straightened out them pieces there. I just gave it a quick coat paint. You know, I got the side mirrors for it. And I got a new windshield for it. Two new front pistons. All new brakes. I got another back tire for this one. Repainted all the rims. The whole underneath is painted. I got the drive shaft from the other trackless, and I bought a rear drive shaft, so it's got all full wheel. New wheel bearing on this side and a new axle seal because this The whole thing was flopping in the wind. The nuts had backed off. I fixed all that. I should have did more videos of it. This is what I've been doing all my spare time, working on this thing. I'll get you some more videos as I go. I should have did. I could have had tons of videos on this thing, but just been busy. I even straightened out. The muffler. Redid all that. We did so much stuff on this thing. I put a new clamp here. I put a new flange up top. We welded all this. I'm gonna go over all that, but not on this video. New battery. I'm gonna go over everything. New door, new back door. Things gonna be a nice unit when it's all done. Look at the way these things pull in. Yeah, just give you a little teaser. It's getting there, it's coming along. AC works on it. Heat, AC works. I'm gonna put a new fan in there, backup cameras, and got a lot of work to this thing.